Hey, Jack Squad, YouTube family, what's going on? I'm back again so we could talk about Real Housewives of Atlanta. Like, I have been seeing clips and interviews with Shamea all over the place. But anyway, make sure y'all make it happen for yourself. How everybody doing today? Um, Shamea's the it girl. Now, Shamea said that they've been wanting her on. They had been asking her to have a peach, be a full time instead of a friend. And her husband didn't want to because they wanted to have the husband on there, and he said no. Now I'm gonna say this, and I ain't wishing nothing bad, and I ain't burning no bad papers on nobody. I hope that Shamea having a full peach and being as fabulous as she is, and showing her fabulosity, that one, Portia doesn't get jealous because the light ain't on her, and two, that it doesn't interfere with Shamea's marriage of 10 years with her husband. Now, I found out some interesting things. See, I'm just fascinated by Shamea. For one, she's the chocolate girl, right? For two, she was fabulous. Now, maybe in Atlanta they knew, we didn't know, and she seems to be very humble. Now, I do know she's on a radio station down there. I listened to it when I was down there. She's on the radio station. But I want to say she's Atlanta. She's Atlanta, right? And she seems to have a very humble, good spirit, right? Now, she's Portia's friend, and y'all know sometimes we had them friends, especially if we had them friends from childhood. Sometimes one person could be more loyal to the other than the other is to them. We know that, right? That's how that works sometimes. But anyway, I found out some very interesting facts watching this last episode, that her surrogate, she had the same surrogate as Candy. Her surrogate has a whole surrogacy agency with Dr. Jackie. Didn't know that. Didn't know that. Kudos to them ladies, right? Now, her surrogate, while she was pregnant with Shamea's child, got breast cancer. And I don't know if that had anything to do with Shamea's baby having a lot of health problems initially. I don't know. She's a pretty little girl. I don't know, but that could have been. And they had a very heartfelt moment. And Shamea says she wants to give her husband more children because that's what he wants. And the surrogate, Shadina, her name was Shadina, said that, let me see, was that her name? Shadina. I won't say her name wrong. Shadina, is her name? Hold on, y'all. I thought I wrote down her name. But anyway, I think her name is Shadina. Yeah, it is Shadina. Shadina said she had somebody for her. So Shamea said because her husband has given her so much, she wants to give him all the children that he wants. And I think she said she had 2 eggs. She had 4 eggs frozen, and 2 of them are girls and 2 of them are boys, and they're going to figure out what they want. Kudos to her, and I wish them well, right? Now, let me say this. It's going to be a while before I get everybody's name together. Now, Angela Oakley and Charles Oakley, I'm telling y'all, the more I watch them, the more I just know that's a Cleveland Negro. That is a Cleveland Negro. And he was in there cooking and said something, and she said, well, she was talking about the ladies or her friends, and he said, I don't want to know them lames. I swear he Cleveland altogether. I don't know, he been living in New York, Chicago, wherever he was at. He Cleveland to the bone. He act just like a Cleveland man. You know, just like it. Just like it. Anyway, so you got Kelly. Now, Kelly is the one who kept asking Portia, why you take that lady's man, which I thought that was so out of pocket. That was so out of place to be doing right there at that moment. That's a private conversation. You don't put nobody on blast, no matter how you feel about it. And I know she may feel away because maybe her husband cheated. She did say that her husband stole $500,000 from her. And then she had a restaurant in Conyers, and he took that because he owned the building and stuff. Sounds like he's trying to destroy her. And she said he was abusive almost every day, and she slept in the closet. That's the situation there, right? Now, so Kelly and Britt are friends. Brittany Edie is the one that ended. It came to the demise of Kenya's appearance on the show, right? I can't remember all what that's about, but we're going to soon see that. But anyway, Kelly Kelly says that, like I said, that her husband was abusive. Now, what I hope is that, and she's putting together a restaurant now. Now, I was under the impression that she already had a restaurant. I don't know if she had one and she building a second one. I'm not sure. But she had a conversation with her project manager and her somebody else that she in business with, right? I hope all things go well for her. But I'm gonna say this, and people need to understand this. When you trying to do something in life, you must be good. You must put out good energy. And she's putting out a lot of bad energy to me. Because whatever Portia did, that ain't none of your business. That ain't your business to blast her like that. But I noticed that on a lot of these shows, especially the black ones, reality shows, there's one or two people that come in hot. They want to stake their claim. They the it girl on the show. What that might get you is put off the show, right? Because you're coming in too hot and you're doing too much. I don't know. Because, Portia, I want to hope that Portia has a little pull with the producers or with the Andy or somebody at Bravo. I want to say that because at this point, she's been on there the longest, her and Kenya. I think she came before Kenya, I'm not sure. But Kenya's out, so Portia's the only one standing that has some pull. That's what I'm saying. So Kelly might need to tread lightly. Right now we got who else we got? We got Drew. Now see, we all knew that Drew's husband Ralph was not good. Don't trust nobody named Ralph anyway. He's too young to be named Ralph. That he was not good for her and he was not good to her. Right? We saw it. So what we see and what actually happened is even worse. Like we see the surface. What goes on in that house is worse. Believe that, right? So now. And I never knew what he did for a living. See, this is what happened, y'all, when you pick up bums. Don't pick them up. Don't pick up nobody that is doing less than you. You can't, because what their objective is and what their goal is to suck you dry, make sure you have nothing. So Drew says he's trying to get her money. He want her to pay alimony, and he want her to pay child support. And he's living down in the basement, You can't get with these men. I knew that he didn't really love her just based on the way he acted and treated her, right? And the time he went away for 3, 4, 5 days, however long he went, and then didn't contact her, he don't care nothing about you or your kids. Because what man goes away and not check in on their family? I never liked Ralph. And Ralph might be the reason why Drew just lie all the time, right? She confused up in her head. But anyway, she said she's going through hell with him, right? And she said this is why she don't talk about it and why she chose to go in the studio and sing it off. Because when she talk about it, she's crying. She's hurt down up in there, right? And as we all know, hurt people, right? Now, the fact that Portia put you on, so to speak, because y'all remember Drew's wigs was raggedy. They looked like old hoe wigs. It was raggedy, right? She wants to film with Dennis. If this is your friend and she's done friendly things to you and for you, that's a conversation you need to have with your friend. Why do you want to take my person? Because we all know this black woman code. I don't know how white women think. But if this was ever my man, and just because we're together, he's still my man. He's still in my man category. You don't mess with him. Not my friends. You don't enter in that realm. That's girl code, right? So the fact that she wants to go behind Portia back and film with Dennis, she wants to use Dennis as a storyline. And then she says, well, I was promoting Go Naked Hair. Didn't nobody tell you to do that. She didn't tell you to do that, right? And then I've always thought this. And then Dennis so much has said it this last episode. Dennis wanted to get his lick back. Ain't so much he wanted to help Drew. Because like Shamea said, all the people down here, and you pick Dennis. Dennis is the hot dog man. He not the music man. He not. You could have went on. You could listen. Drew should have called Candy and said, look at here. Plug me in with Jermaine Dupri, just in case you don't know him. You've been in the business a long time. You've been in entertainment a long, long, long time. Plug me in with Jermaine. They got Dallas Austin there. I don't know who all else they got, but they got some more people than Dennis, the hot dog man, right? So she want to film with him. Drew is about to be 40, so it might be too old to be a pop star. Now, let me say this, though. I don't never believe in being a dream killer. If her goal is to be some sort of R&B pop singer, go ahead and handle your business. I just don't believe that there's in reality, there may be an age limit. Well, look, like, hey, you too old for this. You can't do this. But I don't like to say that out loud because you never know what God has for somebody, right? But you got to be real fabulous, though. You got to be real fabulous. I don't know if Drew has that fabulosity like that, right? Just stick to acting because she on Tubi. She on Tubi pretty regular, and she on Housewives. Probably she needs to get her a business of some sort. But you know, if singing is your passion, then just sing. But I just don't know if I would lose a friendship and possibly some money by trying to film and be with and do business with my benefactor's baby daddy. I wouldn't do that, right? Without we all in the meeting. It won't be no what you call that? Phone tag. Like, you know, what is that called? When you say something, and you hear different than what they said. It wouldn't be that. We would all be together on the phone or FaceTime at the table. Listen here, Portia. This is what I want to do with Dennis, and I want your blessings, yay and nay. Da-da-da. And then Portia was hurt. She was hurt. But Dennis said, back to what I was saying, Dennis said, well, when you got with Simon, I was hurt. Now, they co-parenting well. They are. But I could tell it's causing friction. And then Portia walked off and started crying. Because she said, why nobody can't be loyal to her. Well, first, sis, I like Portia, don't get me wrong. But you got to give loyalty to get loyalty. This may be your karma for, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't have a crystal ball. But what I'm saying is, Dennis, so much is said, when you got with Simon, I was hurt. So now he just getting his lick back. Like, I believe he loved Portia, and I believe he still loves Portia still. Portia says she don't want him, but he still loves Portia, right? He still loves Portia. So, but he also wants his lick back. Now, we didn't all love somebody, and we going to get our lick back, and then we feel good. He's getting his lick back. He wants Portia to hurt and see how it hurts publicly for you to do something publicly on TV for the world to see. That's what I'm saying. Now, he going to put a stop to it when he get ready. Right now, Portia going to have to suck that. She's going to have to eat that. She's going to have to eat that, right? You're going to have to eat that. That's it. But I think I'm happy that Bravo, basically, I'm going to tell you what I don't like. And I like Cynthia. Don't like Kenya. Y'all know that. But I think, and I'm glad Kenya is gone, but I think Cynthia is out of place. Kenya was out of place too. Y'all seen her sit back. Now, what Kenya was doing, this is why she had to go. When she was sitting back not because she was confused, because she wanted to know who to target. She was getting ready to target, like she did Britt Edie. She was getting ready to target. She was sitting back being calculated. Cynthia, on the other hand, was confused as to what was going on, because I know in Cynthia's everyday life, she ain't studying that. She ain't. She living her wonderful life over there at Lake Bailey, right? So I just think I don't ever want to take nobody's money from her, nothing like that. But I just think they need to find a show for Cynthia, but it ain't that one because she don't mix with them. But kudos to Bravo or Andy or whoever who put the new batch of girls in. We've been asking for a new batch for a long time. They finally did it, right? We'll see what happens when they introduce Phaedra back into the group, right? What else we got to talk about? Now, the girl Britt and her husband, they got married during COVID. So now they want a little ceremony publicly, right? And they planning for babies, her mom, and then I hope Mama, because they talking, Mama came right in there. Now, maybe the producers told her to go in there. I'm sure they did. But I hope Mama know her place. A lot of times mamas can mess up relationships and marriages, right? Like, I have my youngest son. I be like, Mom, you can live with me, blah, blah, blah. And I do go stay for periods of time. But I stay out their business and I stay out their way. I ain't one every time they talk, I'm right there and I'm putting in my 2 cents. Only if asked. Right? And sometimes you got to be careful when you do that. Oh, what I didn't know is, bless Shamea's heart. Shamea had a ectopic pregnancy recently. She's trying hard. That's why she wants to do the surrogacy, because she wants to give her husband some kids. So we're going to pray that Shamea is able to do that, right? But all in all, let me look and see what all we got going. Oh, the girl, who is that? Oh, Britt does insurance. But all in all, I think this season might be good as long as it don't get too messy. You know what I'm saying? Let's just see the fabulousness. We can have every episode, everybody show their fabulousness like Shamea. we would have a wonderful season, because that's what we tuned in for in the first place, to see the fabulousness. Did I say it right? Fabulousness. I guess that's a word. All right, y'all. So anyway, y'all drop down in the comments. Let me know what you think. Do you think that Portia getting her karma? Do you think Dennis is getting his leg back? Do you think Cynthia and Ken, well, we already know Kenya gone. Does Cynthia brings, well, she's just a friend, so she's just probably going to come around when they have events or something, maybe. Maybe. When they have events. We ain't going to see her every episode, I don't think. But, they need to find a show for her, because she don't fit with these ladies, and I like Cynthia a whole lot. But anyway, y'all drop down in the comments and tell me what y'all think, and I'll see y'all next week. Maybe.